where the Titanic was built.
The famous Black Cab Tours.
We're Matt and Nat, a part-time, non-remote travel couple based out of Nashville, Tennessee.
In 2021, we visited all 50 U.S. states. 2022 took our adventures abroad. Now we've set out on a journey to see as many of the 1,000 places to see before you die, well, before we die.
In our last video, we were in Dublin, where we visited Ireland's oldest university.
Got a taste of the country's most famous beverage at the Guinness Storehouse.
And ended our day at one of the city's most iconic pubs.
This week, we're in Belfast.
If you love to travel like we do, then you probably agree that one of the most common challenges associated with travel is language barriers. But it doesn't have to be, thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Babbel.
Babbel is one of the top language learning apps in the world, and with Babbel's lessons that are designed by real language teachers, you can be having practical, real-world conversations about travel, business, relationships, and so much more in as little as 3 weeks.
We've been using Babbel for the last 6 months to help us prepare for many of our international trips by learning some key phrases like "Donde está el baño?", "Wir möchten zahlen bitte?" and "Où est la gare?"
That's pretty impressive.
I'm
not
trying.
gonna lie. I personally love Babbel because the lessons are broken up into small, manageable sized portions, so I don't get overwhelmed with the amount of information being thrown at me, which makes it much easier to retain the vocabulary and information from each lesson.
Some other reasons we love Babbel is because they have multiple different subscription plans to choose from, including a lifetime subscription, so you can choose the plan that's best for you. We also love that they stand behind their product by offering a 20-day money-back guarantee.
So if you've been wanting to learn a new language, there is no better time to start than now. Fall is the season of learning, so whether you're heading back to school or you just want to try something new, then click the link down in the description below to get 60% off your Babbel subscription and start accomplishing your language learning goals.
And let us know in the comments what language you want to learn.
Thanks to Babbel for sponsoring this video. Welcome to Belfast!
This is the second video in our Ireland series, and we've made our way up to Northern Ireland, where we're going to be spending the next couple of days. But today we're excited because we're going to be exploring the capital city.
Belfast is probably most famous for being the city where the Titanic was built, and for some of the violence and suffering that happened during the era of the Troubles back in the later part of the 20th century. Thankfully, things are much more peaceful now, and we are super excited to explore and learn more about some of those things that made this city so famous.
Make sure you guys check out our blog. We'll let you know everything that we did, plus a whole lot more, and we'll link that for you down in the description.
But first things first, I think I need some caffeine, so let's go.
So excited for food and a chai latte. You have no idea.
We made it to Established Coffee, one of the best rated coffee shops here in Belfast. Thank you so much.
Oh, that looks so good.
Their food looks incredible. Their coffees, I mean, this right here looks delicious. If you can't tell, we came here a little bit hungry and thirsty.
Oh, plus this. Oh, and plus Matt's porridge, which I didn't even know he ordered porridge.
You know, when in Ireland. So I got their honey and coconut porridge with banana and nut butter. I also got one of their coffees, and I got it the way they recommended. It's a Colombian coffee, and they called it a half and half. So it's like a half milky and half black espresso. And then they also brought me the leftover espresso shot as well. Also the cinnamon bun, which you just saw. And what is this one you got?
I got a carrot and walnut cake. Also, I got a yogurt with homemade granola and a combo, but it looks like rhubarb.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh my gosh, that flavor is so good. With a little extra sugar, and it'll be pretty perfect.
You know, we had heard that Ireland's coffee culture struggled and that they didn't have good coffee.
I haven't found that.
So far, we've had a pretty pleasant time with it. This is really great. Definitely check this place out. The carrot cake is delicious.
Baked to perfection. Oh, so good.
Give this cinnamon roll a try. Ooh. I do wish they'd warmed it up, but honestly, it's even delicious not warmed up.
All right, so we're gonna chow down. I'm loving this place. That was exactly what I needed. It was so good.
Yeah, it exceeded all of my expectations.
Everyone was so nice too, so highly recommend it.
But now we're off to experience one of the #1 rated tours and attractions here in the city, and we're gonna learn a little bit of history while we do that.
And they also done bombings and shootings. There's a wee bit of history for you. That street used to go for 2 miles across there. So that's part of the peace line.
Wow, that was really, really informative.
It was kind of information overload a bit,
Yeah.
but very fascinating as well. Definitely enjoyable. Our tour guide Martin was super sweet,
Oh my
super
gosh, the
kind.
cutest, yeah.
Yes, and had so much knowledge of Northern Ireland history and the conflict. Just know that when you book a tour, just like any tour really,
Yeah.
the information that you get is probably going to be skewed towards that tour guide's perspective on things and
Yeah.
their experience with things. So yeah, I would just be prepared for that. You might get a far loyalist or a far Republican or right down the middle
Yeah.
point of view on things. But yeah, just know that when you're booking.
We highly recommend booking it though because it was super interesting and informational
Yeah,
and
it really was. We feel like we need to go home now and study up
Yeah.
on Irish and Northern Ireland history.
And if you want to book this tour, we're going to link it down in the description so you can do it when you're here in Belfast.
But now we're gonna go grab lunch at one of the most iconic pubs here in the city. So I went very basic today. I went with a fish finger sandwich and their Nicholson's Pale Ale beer batter and got fries on the side. So I think it's got tartar sauce and something else on it. I don't know, let's see. I mean, there's nothing fancy about it, but pretty dang good. I'm not mad at my decision.
So I got their famous Irish stew. This one's with lamb. That's good.
Comfort food.
It really is. I think I'm going to have Irish stew every day. So I'm going to go eat now. I can totally see why Anthony Bourdain liked this place.
We really enjoyed the food, plus it was very affordable.
Yeah.
I thought with it being such an iconic place here in the city and also tons of tourists know about it, I thought it was going to be overpriced, but
Yeah, my meal was $10.
I mean, ours together for lunch was like 21 bucks, so very
bad.
very affordable, and the vibe in there is really cool, especially the
That-
downstairs area.
That is the best part. The
Yeah.
cubicles, it really feels like
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders, the character. I mean, even the leather chairs we got to sit in
Yeah.
was really cool.
Yeah, we ended up having to sit upstairs, so we didn't get to sit in like the little kind of
Yeah.
close-off areas, but it was still a great experience, and definitely recommend checking this place out. Now, if you've watched our channel before, you know that we really enjoy using the hop-on, hop-off buses as a way of transportation around the city while also getting to learn more about that city's history, and that's exactly what we're about to do next.
So on the way to the bus stop, we found this really cool festival going on.
We still don't know what they're celebrating or what it's about.
No, but I'm about
we're
it.
Here for it.
So this is so awesome. Okay, I just want to say that I could spend literally all day at this festival. And unfortunately, we don't have all day, but highly recommend stumbling upon a festival. not even hungry, but they look so good. So I got Dutch pancakes with Nutella and powdered sugar on them. And I could not be more excited. Look at the little Dutch flag. Dude. Oh, Matt. You're gonna hate these.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, I'll just eat them.
You can have them, man.
Yeah, because you're not gonna like them.
Ooh.
Right? So good. This market came in clutch. I love Belfast.
That's like a dozen little pillows covered in powdered sugar and Nutella.
All right, now we gotta get on the bus because we're gonna miss it.
Let's go. So the puffer jets or Dutch pancakes made us rushed a little bit, but we made it on the bus. And they were worth it.
Is the Titanic Experience. Those four corners are the height the Titanic was in the water.
All right, so that was a super short ride, but we are so excited because we're gonna explore the Titanic Museum.
Let's go.
Okay, we're in. We got our headphones on. We look super cool.
Very.
But you know, Matt will not do a museum without an audio tour.
I
He will, but it'll be
will.
like 30 minutes. So,
And I don't get the most out of it, so
Yeah.
call me a nerd.
but I'm pretty excited about it. So let's go. Ow. These things are massive. Did it. If you guys know me, you know I love rides and amusement parks. They had a ride here.
Yeah, and it was a nice little break on my feet because my dog was barking. And it was very informative. It was like riding through a day in the life of a worker on the Titanic. It's pretty impressive what they did back then and how they did it.
Oh my gosh.
And how dangerous it was, really.
Oh, it was crazy. So far, I am loving this
Yeah, same.
museum. So we shut that place down.
3 hours and we still felt like we had to rush through some of the parts. So definitely allow a lot of time if you come here. I would say 3.5 to 4 hours would be the sweet spot.
Honestly, yeah. A half a day you could definitely spend here. It was probably one of my most favorite museums I've been to.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It just brings the Titanic and the tragedy that it was, it brings it to life. You really got to hear all the stories behind it and the first-hand accounts from survivors and seeing the remade staterooms.
I mean,
and
the
just
fact that they had
everything
the
was-
blueprints to everything and the carpet, you could touch the carpets that they put in there.
Yeah,
and
it was a really great experience, honestly.
one of my favorite things about it was they had like this 3D room that you could go through and it would show you like a 3D version of
It took you
all
from
of-
the engine room and it took you through the floor to the next room up until you were up in the
and the
on deck.
staircase I got motion sick on it and I'm literally just standing there because that's how real it felt.
Yeah.
Like it was really, really cool.
Yeah, they've done an excellent job with this, and I'm glad we did it.
Highly recommend 1000%. But unfortunately, that ends our time here in Belfast. It was super
Yeah.
short and sweet.
Yeah, we know that one day didn't even scratch the surface of everything that this city has to offer. But now we know we have to come back.
We have to come back to Belfast. So let us know down in the comments your favorite things to do in Belfast so we can check it out next time.
Yep, and be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in our next video where we continue our Ireland adventures.
I don't have a spoon yet, so I will eat it soon.
Eat up. Come on, use your hands.
Peppers and salmi. Are you supposed to eat it with a fork?
Oh, macarons or macaroons? What did you say? Yeah, macaroons.
Is it on? Yeah. How tired do I look?
Do I look as tired as I feel?
Look, it even has like a little... Don't look at my gum.
Look at you being responsible.
Get out of here. Sugar is good, man.